Hi everyone, welcome to the video. Today we are going to talk about lazy loading in React.js. This is our code for routing in React.js from our previous video. We are going to move forward with this code for the lazy loading. So for those who have not watched our previous video, I recommend you all to go and watch that video first and then come to this video. And if you have a basic knowledge of routing in React.js, you can proceed. So the first question is, what is lazy loading? Lazy loading is an optimization technique which makes our website to load faster in our browser. Normally, what happens is when we go to our website, all the components that are present in our website are loaded into the browser at once, which we don't want because it makes our websites load slower. It makes our website slow. To tackle this problem, we have a concept of lazy loading. In lazy loading, we don't load all the component at once. On the first load of our website, we only loads the component which are required on the first page of our website, on the first view. Then later, as we require more components, we request those components from the React server, and the React server provides us all the remaining components which we require. This makes our website work faster. What I basically want to explain is imagine, imagine this is our browser. This is browser, and this is our React server where our code base is present. So what normally happens is the browser makes a request to the React server, and React server responds with all the components. Suppose we have three components, which is home, sports, and hardware. So what the server will do is it will send all the components to the browser. So this makes it slow because all the components will become a heavy data and it will take time to load all the components. But in lazy loading, what we do is we only request the server for the components which we require on the first load. Suppose we go to the website first time and we only need home component. So we'll request for the home component and server will send us the home component. Now this home component will be loaded in our browser. Now the home component is loaded and it will be visible in our screen. Now later, if user wants to navigate to the sports component, now the browser will send request to the server for sports component and server will return the sports component. And then the sports component will be loaded in our browser. Similarly, if we need any other component later, we'll request that from server and it will respond with that component. If a component is loaded once, it is not required to request it from the server again. Like for example, we already have home component in our browser. If we again wants to navigate from sports to home, we don't need to request home component from the server because it is already present in our browser. So this is how lazy loading works basically. Now we'll see how we can implement this in our code. To implement this in our code, what we need is we need to import all these three components lazily. How we can do it? Eh, This is the syntax to load components lazily. We need a lazy library from React. We import a this lazy library from React, and we call this, and we pass a function which will return import statement. We're going to import components, home component. Similarly, we'll import the remaining two components as well. Product. Now, these three components are going to be imported lazily. Now, if we go to our browser and check if it works, we'll go to our console, and here we can see that it is showing us an error. This error is shown because this code is not complete. To remove this error, to fix this, we need to wrap our components into a suspense. And we need to pass this a fallback value, which is we'll pass it a loading text. Similarly, we'll wrap these two components into suspense as well. So what this suspense does is that whenever we request a new component from the server, it takes some time to load. In that meantime, it will show our loading text on the screen. So now if we save this and go to our browser. Now if we see our page is loaded, we go to our, to confirm that our components are loading lazily, we are going to the network tab. Now we refresh the page. Here you can see only the home component is loaded in our browser right now, because at first we only need the home component. Now if user wants to go to the sports component. Now see the sports components get loaded. And if we want to go to the hardware, see the hardware component is that then loaded into our browser. If we again go back to sports or home, then there is no further loading because these two components are already present in our browser. So this is how lazy loading works in React. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.